Yo, what up? This Naughty by Nature, Illtown Sluggers, KayGee. Shout out to my homie Feddy, Ill City TV. We in here. Illtown. Ill City!
What's going on, K, man? How you doing, man?
I'm good, Fat. Well, you know what time it is, man. Just working, man.
Yeah, as always, man. You're always working hard, man. I want to congratulate you on the 25 years anniversary.
Thanks.
You know, I want to talk about that new joint you got coming out, man. That new Slugger joint.
Yeah,
I've been hearing a lot of wave and a lot of buzz about that, man.
We got the Illtown Sluggers project coming, and basically, man, to be honest with you, it's my way of working with a bunch of new cats coming up. I got a lot of artists that's been coming to me for years and all that. You know, a lot of pop artists, a lot of singers, all types of stuff. You know, so I just been putting together records, and I feel like now's the time to do it, man, and just give the platform to these younger cats and let them run with the wave, man.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome,
run with
man.
the wave. But
that's definitely
coming
cool,
over
man.
here, man, and rocking with y'all, it brings me home, man. So I'm just like, dang, I gotta do a hip hop joint, though.
Oh man,
that's my next. Actually, my next one is R&B, because this one is like more pop.
Okay.
So it's pop and dance and different stuff, but my next one's gonna be R&B, and then I'm doing a straight hip hop joint. Yo.
Really?
Straight hip hop.
You want to drop some names? You want to drop some things that
What, a straight hip hop one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I ain't even started yet.
Oh, okay.
I ain't even started yet. I'm talking about y'all inspired me to do that.
Really?
Yeah, y'all inspired me to do that.
Man.
You know, like when you come around it, man, it's just like, dang, I missed this, man. So bring it home, man. You know, that Illtown way.
That's awesome, bro. That is definitely awesome, man. And we've been rocking with you for a long time, man.
Oh, man,
you and Naughty, you and Queen.
Y'all was this little, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Running around the hood, man. You know, we came up together, man.
Yeah.
I ain't that much older than you.
Nah.
We came up together, you know.
Yeah. Just to see your growth, though, man. The way you just stay relevant and the way you expire. I just want to ask you, to these new up-and artists that want to get into production and tap into the industry, what's one of the major things that you would think that a upcoming producer, the fundamentals they need to have to really stick to it and really stand out?
I think the fundamentals, number one, is just the love. You gotta love music. So when you start off loving music first and foremost, then you get into digging back and understanding where it comes from, the origin of it, meaning like the samples. Get into a lot of artists ahead of you, that came before you, understanding the style, different styles of music, you know, from doo-wop to jazz to pop to rock to everything, man, and just understanding all genres of music and get that love into you. And once you get that love into you, then you can spread it out and do it. A lot of cats now, not everybody, but a lot of cats are just looking to do it just because they see other people doing it and thinking that's a quick way to get rich.
Quick trend.
Yeah. And then just trying to grab a bag real quick, figuring they could just it's a quick come up. But when you love to do it, especially as a producer, then you understand, like I said, the basis of everything, and you have your bases covered. Like I was talking the other day with another young cat, and I was telling him we were talking about producing. So we were messing with a loop, and then we were just talking about different ways to go. But me and my man, just, you know, vetting the game, we would just started referencing break beats, referencing different things as far as drums.
He couldn't relate to it.
Well, he couldn't because he's younger.
Yeah.
And that's why I say when I say about the love and understanding, you know, just all of the stuff from back, because then you have a reference you could go off of.
Do your homework. Do your homework.
Exactly. And it ain't. And I'm not saying it's the young cat's fault. All I'm saying is that you need to do it just so when that type of stuff do come up, or just period across the board, even when you producing or whatever you doing, whatever it is you doing, you can always recall something and say, yo, that's the style of Jimi Hendrix, or that's the style of James Brown, you know, or that's the style of this, or so-and-so. That's Marvin Gaye's style of music. I want to do something like that. Even if it's original, you understand, you have a bed or a platform that you could start with, or something that you can relate to and say, or recall to and say, okay, that style of music, I want to do it that style right now. I want to do it for now, but I want to put a little bit of that feel to it. But you can't do it if you're not, you know, familiar with that stuff.
And I'm so glad you touched on that. That is so relevant to all these new artists. They just want a quick wave. You gotta do your research and do your homework so you can embed old styles into the new.
Exactly. And even if you don't want to embed it, just understand it. It's just always, I mean, knowledge is power, man. Just the same thing with schoolwork or anything.
Infinite.
You never know what can come up. So if you study a lot of stuff, when anything just pops up, you know, you can recall it and you could just be like, oh, okay, I remember that.
You could bridge it.
Yeah,
you have the option to bridge it.
Exactly.
And you understand it.
If somebody come up to you and say, what's 2 plus 2, you already know. I don't study it. It's 4. You know, it's that simple. So it's the same concept overall.
I got you. So I want to touch a base on some of your idols before you got in the game, far as production. Did you always knew you was gonna get into production?
Nah, it started.
It just evolved. Evolved.
Yeah, the production side evolved from DJing.
Okay.
It evolved from DJing, and you know, me and Mufi from the block down at 18th Street. Me and Mufi started.
Shout out to Mufi.
Shout out to Mufi. That's the homie. Word up. So we started off DJing together, coming home from school and just going into the basement, into his basement, and just DJing, and just practicing, just loving the culture, just loving it, man.
Putting the work in, just loving
culture. Yeah, like we saw Wild Style and just like, yo, I want to do that. I want to be a DJ. So you start off being a DJ, and as you being a DJ, one of the main things that you being a DJ after that, after getting into it, you want to start getting familiar with records. So you start finding out what records I can catch a piece to break or a piece of a break to run. And when you start doing that, you just start subconsciously evolving to, well, dad, I might could loop that and make a beat out of it. So that's how, like, if you think back and look at almost all producers, they're in some kind of form or some kind of way, probably a DJ.
Originated from it, then they just evolved.
But that's what it started with, y'all. I started with it as a DJ and it just evolved, you know, and I just eventually got an MPC and I just sat there and was just whack and just getting better and better and better, man.
Give me an insight of going into the studio and going into just getting into the KayGee zone, the zoning out for a new project to give you the energy to taking it to a whole nother level. Because you've been doing it for 25 years. Yeah. So what still gives you the energy and the power to still do what you do?
I mean, the love. Like I said, number one, the love. If you love to do it, man, it's not a job. It's just fun. It's fun, man. It's a hobby. It's the best job ever. You doing what you love to do, and you just happen to get paid, you know, great amount of money to do it, or a good amount of money to do it. So when you're doing that, it's what can be better. So the love drives me every day. Also, just being competitive. Listening to what other cats are doing, new cats coming up, even the vets that's out, they're still doing their thing now. You know, just all the way around, like listening to, like I said, the new cats that might come on and you just like, for some reason, that joint right there is hot. Or you might be like, I don't really rock with that, but everybody else rocking with it. And then you asking, like me personally, I ask myself, well, why? You know, I might not personally like it, but why is everybody rocking with it? So I start to
get the understanding
of why it is. Yeah. And just say, okay, I get it. I get it. So if I got to do something like that, then I can recall on that. And I know that that's why they like that. Or there's a certain thing here. They like 808s. They like this. They like bass lines. They like this. They like the hi-hats tripping. Just different things. You know, like I just study for that. Everything what's going on. And at the same time, like I said, I just, you know, I love to look at guys that may have come before me, or even guys that came out my time, and say, Dad, they still doing it, and why? Why they doing it?
Who was those guys that you was looking up to? You can drop some names to those guys that inspired you to do what you're doing now.
Oh man, number one, man, like first, like you go back to producers like Quincy Jones. And guys like
legend.
That. Yeah, legend, definitely. But I mean, even like as far as hip hop, man, Marley Marl.
Marley Marl?
Marley Marl, yeah. That whole Juice Crew era.
Godfather.
All that stuff, yeah. All that stuff he was doing for Big Daddy Kane and KayGee Rap, and for the whole Juice Crew over there, MC Shan, all that stuff. He was also doing stuff for Egg and Rakim. He was doing stuff for a lot of people, man. And then it embodies what hip hop really is, and that's the era and the time I came up. So all of that stuff, you know, Biz Markie and all that stuff, man. Those cats, man.
Those building blocks.
Yeah, man. Even like Teddy Riley, Dr. Dre, all those guys, man. And even, you know, as time went on, to the Timbalands of the world, man. Jermaine Dupri, I said Dr. Dre. I mean Pharrell, Timbaland. Swizz Beats, all kinds of dudes, man. Knots. Yeah. it's a lot of cats out there, man. These dudes are dope, man, and they been dope, man, and they still doing it too.
Yeah, man. Tip the hat to all the legends and to all the producers that laid the foundation to all, for the track work for all these new guys, man.
Yeah.
So it's important for the John Deeres to do their homework.
Yeah, definitely, man. You should, man. That's the way anything, man. Like I said, man, like when you in school, they send you home with homework, man. So if you want to jump in this game, you gotta do your homework. Same with sports, man. Like you're not gonna sit down with a guy that's playing sports and they're not gonna, study the game. You
take the work ethic serious.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just think that everybody should do that, man. Definitely. I don't care what genre or what it is that you're doing. Just study it.
And it definitely shows, man. You've been 25 years plus in the game. You still at it, man. You still got the charisma. You still got the energy, and you still putting those classic beats. Now, let me ask you something. What if you could give 2 words? What define your sound? A KayGee sound. 2 words.
Bass lines.
Bass lines.
Which equal grooves.
Bass line that equals grooves.
Yeah, I love grooves, man.
Okay.
So even if it's gonna be hip hop, I like it with bass lines.
Okay.
Grooving, and especially when I go to the R&B stuff, man, I like grooves. I came up on club music and all that, man. Club music ain't nothing but bass line and grooves.
Yeah, you definitely ain't no stranger to R&B, man. You put out a lot of acts with the R&B, man, and it's something that is legendary. Being from the town that you from, I definitely was there in the early 90s, just seeing you put the town on your back and doing what you do. Having so many West Coast artists coming through the town, so many NBA players. I mean, I remember one of the first times I met C. Webb was through you, man.
Yeah.
And this before he got signed to Washington.
Yeah.
He was out there.
Yeah.
And Rod Strickland too. Shout out to Rod Strickland, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kenny Anderson, J. Rose.
Special K.
We had the whole crew out there, man.
ILLCITY!
It's okay. Can we expect the KayGee track in the future for Reek the Kid?
Well, make sure I give him something.
You heard it
too.
here first, man. You heard it here first, man.
Hard,
You
too.
heard it here first, man. Yeah. ILLCITY.
Hard.
You heard it first here, man. Kay, just shout out to all the people. Let them know what you got coming. Let's talk about that. You want to plug that Sluggers?
Definitely, man. Just be on the lookout. Got the Illtown Slugger project coming at you. I got a couple of people from Jersey that I'm working with as far as artists. New artists that's coming up through the Illtown Slugger and Slugger Music brand. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man. And just like I said, it's the Illtown Slugger movement, and be on the lookout for it. And I got some other stuff coming at you too. And this naughty chapter ain't over with, baby. Watch this. That's in the works. Definitely, it ain't over. We taking a break right now.
Yeah.
And we just doing shows, and you ain't heard no music from us, but you will soon. It ain't over. Trust me.
You hear that, man? You hear that? The catalog is extensive, but he's working on a new catalog. That's what I'm talking about, man. Well, Kay, I appreciate you, man, taking your time out your day to slide through with us, man, and chopping it up with me. It's always a blessing to see you, and I wish all the endeavors to you, man. Most success, man. Continued success, man.
Amen. Jersey.